Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Saint Nick Frost nipping at your toes. Saint Nick Frost, get it? Get it? Dr. Christmas Special? That's right, we're talking Dr. Christmas Special. Go!
Merry Christmas!
Boredom, where we drink, ramble, discuss things, help in the never-ending quest of not being bored. And today we are talking about the Doctor Who Christmas special last Christmas.
I gave you my heart.
Well, no, I wasn't in sync.
But the very next day.
You gave it away. But anyways.
This year.
Yeah?
The Saving from Tears.
Will it?
Give it to someone special.
Sweet. So, that's right, this is the 2014 Christmas special for Doctor Who. I guess technically first with Peter Capaldi, because he barely was in the last one.
Still counts.
Yeah, for like a minute. Anyways,
still counts.
So, we've all seen it, we're going to talk about it, and you're going to listen, hopefully.
Good premise. Take it, Neil. Take it.
So, thoughts on the Doctor Who Christmas special last Christmas? Anyone? Thoughts? Kit, what did you think? You love Doctor Who. Right, so thanks for watching.
Just make sure to like and subscribe us.
Yes, that's right.
And if you ever see Kit in real life, punch him in the throat.
Sounds good to me.
Join us again next time when you find your own ways to resist being bored.
Hi. What do I think about the Doctor Who Christmas episode?
This isn't hard. You had thoughts when watching it.
Yeah.
What were those thoughts? Can you recall any of them?
What the fuck?
I know you drink a lot, but you can recall some.
Yeah, what the fuck was the thought?
That was okay. What the fuck? Don't break the chair, please. But was that a good or bad what the fuck?
These things like strapped in because I totally ripped them off.
Oh, they're Velcro. You're good.
No, I ripped off the Velcro part.
Oh, way to go.
Gosh, Kit.
Kit breaks something every time he comes here.
I don't want
to Kit's house.
I gotta ask my insurance agent if there's Kit insurance.
Activation?
Insurance agent. If there's Kit insurance.
Activation.
Activation insurance? That's what it's called?
Yeah.
I gotta ask about that.
Anyway, last Christmas.
I gave you my heart.
Okay.
But the very next day, you gave it away. This year, save me from tears. I give it to someone special.
I didn't enjoy it as much as I'd hoped.
Oh.
Nick Frost as Santa
Elaborate.
Claus was a main draw to it and everything like that.
Okay.
It just reminded me more of Moffat.
It was written by Stephen Moffat.
Exactly.
You're correct.
Well, it reminded me more of Moffat. Don't blink. Don't think. Fucking don't stop looking at the silence. It's just, don't do this, don't do that. It was just...
I don't remember that.
Don't
blink, don't think, don't...
Yeah.
No, he's saying those were past episodes.
Yeah, like,
okay.
don't blink for the angels, don't look at the... Don't not look at the silence. Don't think for these things. It's just like...
Don't not look at the silence.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of shit for fucking Steve Moffat. It's like... I don't know, just...
So you didn't like it?
No, it bothered me.
Okay.
It bothered me. I actually thought that they're gonna make fucking Santa Claus a Time Lord because they've been fucking setting him up in the way on the line for people in general. Fans have been saying oh yeah, Santa Claus is a Time Lord. It's like, hey, I know that, we'll take it away from them.
Well, his sleigh is bigger on the inside.
Exactly. They had that said in the goddamn episode. And in the end, what turned out? Santa Claus was just the guy who was trying to save them. Why? Because they're at the North Pole, but they weren't really at the North Pole
or were
to
they?
begin
I
with.
question whether you actually understood the episode now.
I understood the episode. It
It
was stupid.
okay.
It was because it was Christmas, and therefore it fed on people's minds, and that's the first thing it got to. But it was just,
So you didn't like it?
I didn't like it very much.
Go, sir.
That's not.
It wasn't my favorite Christmas episode. My favorite Christmas episode will still be the one where the sharks are in the air. Christmas
I have
Carol.
not
Swear
seen
to
that.
God, I can't remember
Yeah.
that one.
I have not seen that one.
Her?
Maybe
I
haven't seen
have, and I
That'll
can't
still be
remember.
my favorite one of the Christmas episodes.
Really?
What's
Who
your
was the
favorite Christmas
doctor in
episode?
this one?
That was Matt Smith.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that one then. Okay, Josh didn't like
I
it.
didn't want a plastic Santa Claus.
Alright, I guess I'll take it right
Okay,
here.
yeah, you take over then. What did you think?
So I thought this Christmas special was very Christmassy.
Really?
That was it. And that's it. And you know what? And if it
That's a
hadn't
good-
been for
Yeah, see.
Capaldi, I probably would have really hated this.
Okay.
Because I thought Capaldi added the crotchety, angry sort of doctor thing that I liked throughout this entire last season. That I thought we needed that in this episode. Because other than that, it was really basically just Inception with. Don't even act like
Inception.
That's foreshadowing for my review.
It was
Yeah, no, it's-
completely
it's-
Inception.
This was basically just Inception.
It was
but
Inception Christmas.
But it gave me a crotchety fucking Scottish doctor to go along with it.
That's true.
And
Too bad J. Gill isn't British.
Unfortunately, we had that fucking stupid sleigh ride scene that was stupid. It was stupid.
Okay.
It was stupid. But... And
Well, take
it was
the-
just like a really weak episode. It just really did feel like just a weak... Shoehorned
That's what I
Inception
got.
episode.
Okay.
That's what we got. And I didn't really care for it. I liked Capaldi, because I really liked Capaldi's doctor. And if
Me
this
too.
had been a Matt Smith episode, I would have hated it. I know I would have hated it if this was a Matt Smith episode, I would have not enjoyed it at all. Because it would have been more of Mary Poppins bullshit. Because it
More
was...
hipstery.
Yeah, no, that's what it would have been. If
Sorry.
we had Capaldi's doctor, so he was like, and I was like, all right, cool. And he was a good compliment. It wasn't a good episode, not like original at all, but it was good that he was in there. Another doctor would have fell short, so I was happy with him being in it. At the all of it, basically at the end of it, I was just like, this is a very Christmas episode. Cool. That's all I got.
Okay. So in other words, you didn't really like it that much, but Capaldi kind of saved it a
Yeah,
little bit for you.
Capaldi saved it for me.
Okay.
Kid's interpretation of
It was weird.
weird. Yeah, no, I don't know why he's getting that.
All right. So
But-
Brian,
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
let's hear your quick thoughts.
All
I
right.
guess. We can talk more after this, but I just wanted to get everyone's thoughts.
Real quick,
We're building up to
my
time.
thoughts were after the season ended, I was all sad because I love me some Doctor Who.
Okay.
And then I had forgotten about it. And then on Christmas Day, around noon, maybe 1 o'clock, I was so excited. I'm like, looking forward to the Christmas special. Looking forward to the Christmas. Oh, well,
Wait.
okay. It just seemed very, all right, guys, we need an idea. We've got a deadline to make. Somebody, something. And they're like, well, let's do an Inception-themed Doctor Who episode. And it's very just okay.
All right.
And I like my Christmas specials. Like, I like when they have months preceding them, months following them. I like them to stand out.
It is kind of quick. I'll give you
Yeah.
that. In between.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind an okay episode every once in a while in the season, but a Christmas episode, it's something to look forward to. I want it to be strong, so I was disappointed on that front. But it was okay. It was very okay, and I think, like Josh said, Capaldi's Doctor is what saved it from being a very poor episode and just made it a very average
After
episode.
seeing 2 episodes of Matt Smith's Christmas shit, or 3?
That was 3.
Yeah, 3. They were very, like, and that one, like that Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe episode that he did was like the most forgettable.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
So terrible,
Terrible.
and most forgettable episode I've ever seen in
Yeah.
a Christmas special. So I was...
I liked it a little bit because it was Christmas.
No, that's
the
it.
thing. I
This
love
is
Christmas.
very Christmassy,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
All right. So that leads it to me, where I'm gonna say I've not seen every Christmas special. Let me say that first.
I've only seen all of them of New Who.
Oh, we're talking about Doctor Who.
Yep, we're still talking about Doctor Who. I have not seen every one of them. I've probably seen most of them. I've only seen the last Matt Smith one. So I don't have anything to say about the wardrobe shit you guys were bitching about. I don't know because I haven't seen it. Definitely not looking forward to it now, though.
Oh, I kind of liked it.
There's no reason to look forward to it.
Yeah, I've seen the Titanic one, though. I've seen several of them. And my impression of this Christmas episode is, I think this is by far my favorite Christmas episode of all of them.
By far.
By far.
He says.
Well,
By far.
now I can get that because it is very Christmassy, like I said.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Christmassy very much at all. Okay, yes, I agree with you guys. This is very much Inception. I'm not disputing that, saying you guys are wrong.
He loves
There you
it.
go.
I love
How can you
Inception.
say that's wrong?
I love Inception.
To say that's
first of all.
wrong is to say you're alive.
I love that sort of stuff. I love all the stuff of, is this a dream, is this not a
We have to
dream?
go deeper.
That stuff, yes.
Deeper.
I love the part, towards the end, since we're in full spoiler territory here, I love the part towards the end when you see that list, and it's all the things that influence the episode. They did it on purpose, guys. That list said, Alien, The Thing, Miracle on 34th Street. The list was everything they were using to put into one episode of this special. Okay? They knew they were ripping stuff off. They did it on purpose for the sake of storytelling.
I'm tracking.
And yet they
Interesting
didn't make it as entertaining.
I thought it was very entertaining. I thought Capaldi was great here. I thought Nick Frost was great as a kind of smart alecky Santa Claus stuff.
Nick Frost
I
is
enjoyed
awesome.
it. I enjoyed it.
Nick Frost, great part of
Yeah.
this.
I think if you take out Nick Frost, this isn't a very Christmassy episode at all. It's just that Santa Claus is
Well,
there.
you're right.
Is
If
the
you remove
Christmassy
Santa
part.
Claus,
Yes.
it loses.
But he wasn't even there like the whole time, or even really that much.
No, I was gonna say
at
if
the
you
end,
you
real
put
bad.
another fucking actor in his place, not as good.
Maybe.
I liked Nick Frost in this role. I like Nick Frost. Really, this was just a very Christmas episode.
Okay. Well,
I-
it was a Christmas special, but
No, and that's the. I feel like that's the thing that we had a problem with in this thing was it was an episode that was very Christmassy,
And
but not a very Doctor Who episode.
I do also agree with you that the sleigh ride scene was a bit much. That was the part where I kind of rolled my eyes and went, all right, now we've gone too far.
It went a little too far, yeah.
But
Where he's
everything
like,
else-
oh, ride the sleigh. I'm like, just,
Yeah, it was a bit too...
especially for the way we've built up that doctor has been a very sardonic, angry kind of doctor. Oh, not
And it turned into whole like, hey,
Yeah.
doctor, want to ride this one?
Yeah, no,
up to the
he's always
sleigh?"
been
It's like,
very
really like no. Fuck.
like
Yeah.
straight laced, that sort of doctor.
I
And
really
they're
like Capaldi.
Don't
the,
touch
And the
me.
moment he was like, "Hey, you want to ride a race?" He was like, "Well, fuck yes, I want to."
Yeah, it was a little much.
That's
a little
like,
much. But it was all right. I was willing to,
No, I-
because it was a Christmas episode, I was willing to look past it. and be like,
that's
okay.
exactly it. The whole thing was like, it's Christmas.
You have to look
Yeah.
past it. Yeah.
Be not afraid.
But overall, I mean, the Christmas specials that I have seen, I haven't really thought those episodes were that great. And this one I actually walked away from going, this was actually a really good episode. Yes, some parts went over the line, some parts were a
to
little
be
bit
fair,
far.
I don't think any other Christmas episodes have ever been like stellar. They've been episodes
Yeah.
that aired on Christmas.
Yeah.
And when Moffat took over, they were very more Christmas episodes, but they're not.
I don't know. Maybe I just have the looking back glasses.
Looking back.
Yeah, but I just... Especially
Wait.
David Tennant's Christmas episodes.
Well, no, those
Whatever.
episodes were cool.
I'm just like
no,
nostalgic.
they
The
were-
Titanic episode was alright.
No, they
I
were
didn't think it
cool.
was
They
that
were
great.
cool episodes, but they were just episodes. The Moffat Smith episodes were very Christmassy, but they were very Christmassy, and that was like the problem with that they had them is they were very Christmas-oriented episodes. There was the Christmas Carol episode. There was like the Scrooge episode. There was the fucking Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe episode, which I think was probably the most forgettable.
Yeah, I haven't seen those. I haven't seen
Yeah.
the Snowman one. I haven't seen...
The Snowman was actually decent.
I always hear Snowman one's pretty good.
Because that
So.
introduced Claire and all that stuff.
I'll get to it, but-
like the Smith Christmas episodes were always just kind of like.
But I thought this was a good balance of
And
putting
it
some
was.
Christmas stuff in there mixed with a good, solid sci-fi episode of Doctor
And
Who.
it's-
I mean,
Yeah, that's.
and
I came away with that.
it's in line with the more kind of darker tone that the season had. I thought this was just a very well executed episode. I really liked this episode, even as it on its own. I really like this episode.
I came away with that.
You guys are all kind of hating on it, but
Well, no, I didn't. I don't
That was
hate
awesome.
it. I thought it was, at the end of the day, a good Christmas episode of the
Okay.
series. Maybe not like a good episode of the season, but I was like,
See, I disagree. I actually think it was a good episode of the season as well.
alright, well, I just thought it was like, at the end, I was like, it's a good Christmas episode. Cool. It was very Christmassy. I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it, and it was really part of Capaldi. Capaldi brought me into that episode.
Yeah.
Because if this, like I said, if it had been a Smith episode, I would have been like, oh, they're fucking Mary Poppins bullshit. Fucking get the fuck out of here. I don't like you.
So, but like I said, I mean, the premise itself was kind of my sort of thing to begin with. So
Yeah.
it catered to me more
Oh,
than maybe the most common person. I don't know, but I think this was a pretty well received Christmas episode overall, though from what I've seen online. I mean, I don't
Except
know.
like
And I've seen Broadchurch.
Let us know. I've seen Broadchurch too. Let us know in the comments, but what you thought. But yeah, I don't know. I really liked it. Kit, you were the one that really hated it. It seemed. So what was your?
Yeah, Kit.
I kind of want you to
Seriously.
expand more on your hatred of this episode.
Kit, bring me home.
Well, like fucking like the whole opening
thing,
sequence where they
fucking-
actually added Nick Frost, like he was on Clara's roof, and then there was Clara
Yeah.
there, and then they jumped in the TARDIS. Later on in the episode, it was like, well, like obviously Santa Claus is real because he was there, or it was a dream.
Dream the whole time.
And then like it was a dream. It was like, well, that was fucking obvious. Great. Obviously Santa Claus isn't real in general, so why make him real in this goddamn episode?
But he is.
So Kit, Misty.
That was a-
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think Kit got it. That's my impression from what Kit's saying. Is I don't think he got it. I'm not saying that that's bad. That's
I'm not looking to get a message.
You didn't get it, and that's why you didn't exactly
I'm not looking to
understand.
get a fucking message.
That's why you didn't like the episode, though. Is
Kit
because you
didn't get Christmas.
you didn't
but
get.
to be fair, Kit
I'm not going to say that harshly.
Fuck Christmas. I'm
It's not
looking for a
hard
For
good
you,
goddamn
for you, I guess that's a major problem with this episode is that you didn't get it. You know,
I wouldn't say I didn't get it.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
I would say that
Have
it
you
was
ever seen
unnecessary.
Scrooged?
Yeah, and I say it's unnecessary.
Per day.
What
Have
they
you ever
did
seen
to not
Inception?
Scrooge.
It's not. What
What
are
they
you
did-
saying
what they
that
did
you can
was
make everyday Christmas is wrong?
Yes.
What did Bill Murray do? Bill Murray lost his broadcasting career for your sins. And Scrooged.
But we're talking about Doctor Who.
Seriously.
I
I
don't
like what
know.
they did with Doctor
Kid
Who.
Kit just didn't really like
So
it.
basically, Kit,
I like this Doctor
Kit
Who
ups the
episode.
commercial,
Actually,
the
let's
commercialism of Christmas, and he
let's
lives
kind of
Yeah.
take this over a little bit because this is actually the first Doctor Who video in a while that Kit is a part of. So now I kind of want to know what was your impression of season 8 in general. Maybe this will tell us somewhat of why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
What season was season 8?
Well, the last
Doctor
season,
Capaldi.
Valley season.
The last season
Oh,
we
the
just
season.
saw. What did you think about
What did you think of this
I
last season?
hated the Robin Hood episode.
I wasn't a huge fan of it either. I'm not gonna
Hated
lie.
it.
Didn't really like it.
Nobody
Yeah.
cares.
It was
But the
weird.
season overall, not just the Robin Hood
And
episode.
that was actually a pretty cool
A
episode.
bit weak.
Bit weak.
Whoa.
I thought it was a really strong season. See, maybe this is part of the thing.
Well,
That's why I was asking.
we know Kit was a Matt Smith apologist the entire time.
I enjoyed Matt Smith's Doctor. I hate fucking. I still hate about the main story that they'll do with fucking Moffat. running the
I
reins.
like Matt Smith.
I don't even know what you just said.
I like the individual episodes that Matt Smith has been in,
Yeah,
where it
maybe
doesn't
maybe
affect
that's what
the
I'm
main
thinking.
story.
That's kind of how I feel
No,
too.
Kit.
I haven't seen a lot of Smith.
Get his-
Well, you know how like there's episodes that involve the main story to it.
There's no main.
There's always a main story.
Not,
The tear in the wall.
right.
Fucking
I
the
always-
stars going out.
I thought it was
Things
weird
like
that
that.
you were a very firm Matt Smith apologist.
No, it wasn't. I'm not apologizing for him.
You are.
His seasons,
You said that
I
was
prefer the
Slim.
seasons run by Russell T Davies. I still prefer the Ninth Doctor.
Okay.
Still prefer the 10th Doctor.
Okay.
Once we reached the 11th Doctor, once we reached Matt Smith, stuff went downhill.
But-
And I still feel
But
it's
you
going
still
downhill.
liked it.
But
Really? You
I
still
still
feel
like.
it's
I
going downhill?
still will watch it. I still enjoy parts of it, but I still feel we're going downhill. I don't feel
Well,
that
it's
they
just
picked
really
up
weird
on
that you gave last season of Doctor Who, the last Matt Smith season, best show going on TV.
Other
You
than,
said that.
Other
You
than
said
Game
that.
of Thrones, I couldn't think of any other show.
No,
But you didn't
said
give it
that.
number one.
I know. I
You
know. I
said
did. I
Doctor
know. I
Who was
did.
the best show on
I
TV.
know I did.
Maybe
I
you
know-
regret it.
I know I did, and maybe I regret it a bit.
Maybe.
But other than Game of
So
Thrones,
coming
there was no
from-
other series that I actually really thought.
So coming
Was
from
really
Kit
standing
saying,
out.
This is the best
Okay.
show on TV. they're phoning in a little bit on Capaldi.
They have been throwing in the past.
I do think it's odd that Kit hated. They didn't like this last season at all. I think that's a little odd.
It's
But
the
okay.
most awkward decision because this is like the one season they've actually tried.
I like the Capaldi. I like Capaldi's doctor to begin with.
Couple
Not
things.
good enough to say that it's a good show.
And he's been a bit more of an asshole.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Then I would like.
Then you would
Personally,
like, okay.
This is a personal preference that I would like.
Couple things. Number one, I can't wait until I'm caught up on this so I can have a say in this Matt Smith stuff because
Yeah,
I haven't
Jesus
seen
Christ.
very much of his stuff.
What are you doing with your life?
Terrible.
I've been watching a ton of Doctor Who. I'm almost done with Tennant, and then
I
I'll be
know,
on
I'm
to Smith.
fucking with
so I'm getting there,
You
guys.
get to
alright?
enjoy the horrible fucking.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
not-
But
Gunslinger and
But
fucking all
there
that.
are great episodes.
It's
I
so hard to say. They're not
Angels
horrible.
in New York.
This was
It's
okay.
disappointing for Doctor Who.
Season 8, or whatever you want to call it, the Capaldi season, whatever you want to call it. It was the first season I've watched week by week.
Ooh.
Okay, not binge watched, not
Yeah,
Netflix
that's when you
stream,
started,
not whatever.
yeah.
This is the first one that I've watched one week, then the next week, then the next week, while it's airing, and I really liked it overall. I thought the ends were not so great, and the middle was amazing.
Exactly.
Like I really liked those middle chunk up. Listen is the best episode of the season by far to me. See, this
Fuck
is what
you.
I'm talking about.
Even Kit made that noise.
Listen to me is one of the best.
You
episodes
said
I've
that
seen.
to me. You said you liked Listen.
Listen is one of the best episodes I've seen. Blink might be the only episode I can think of that's
Yeah, I
better.
mean, I was wrong.
So,
I mean, I was wrong.
and I haven't seen everything, but of what I've seen,
No, you could definitely make a strong argument for that.
I think that Blink is probably my favorite episode, and then it's probably
I
Listen.
really want to rewatch this Capaldi season because
I do
love
too.
Capaldi's Doctor. He was
I
great.
grew to love him as well.
I didn't like the pink Clara fucking shit that happened.
That's because it was off camera. I think that was the problem.
No,
No, I know
we
why
agree
you
with that.
actually
That it was kind of.
That was so racist in its own way.
No, but it's true. That thing happened. There were things that happened this season with Capaldi that
I don't know when it stopped, but I'm sure it stopped.
that weren't great, but it was still a great season.
I agree. I
With
really
a
like
new doctor, a new fucking breath of fresh air, enjoyable. I don't see how you could dislike it.
Well, I mean, that's his opinion. If Kid didn't like the
something
season,
has
that's.
happened.
But I think
I
that.
think we need a new companion. I think Jenny Louise Coleman should have left. I think
I
we
don't have a
should have
problem
got
with
someone else.
Clara, and
I
I
want to work with Capaldi. I think we need a new fucking face.
Nope, she's staying around. And
Yeah,
I
they
like,
said
I know
she's
she
sticking
is.
around.
I know she is.
and I
But
liked her.
I think it would be better if we didn't.
And to
I've
be
liked
fair,
her more
no.
lately.
Here's the thing. She was shitty at the end of Matt Smith's run. Like useless.
Not her fault though.
Not her
But
fault.
she was good
Not
this
her
year.
fault.
No, and that was the thing is, and she said like, there's more I can do with this character, more they can add to the story. I don't feel like it's right to write her off right now and keep going. And I'm like, I'm with you, because that was the problem we had with Clara that last season of Matt Smith was she was just kind of useless.
Yeah.
She was there, like they did the whole Impossible Girl stuff and all that shit, and it wasn't that it was all right, but. It wasn't that cool.
Coming off a strong Amy.
No, it was well.
I think that's the problem though, and I haven't seen these.
No, she
this
was
is
very
me.
much useless.
This is me talking out my ass, but I get the feeling from what I've heard about the Smith years is that Karen Gillan is the quintessential companion for Matt Smith, and so bringing someone in, regardless of who it was going to be, was not going to be a good.
I like Karen
She
Gillan.
did her.
No, you don't think she was the quintessential
Not
Matt Smith?
quintessential.
Clara did her one thing.
Well, so then you're meaning that Clara was the quintessential Matt Smith companion because he only had two, really.
No, Clara did her one thing, and she was good at it, and everyone was like, "Well, write her off right away."
That bitch got.
But they left her in a season, and that season that she was in was basically just her being a chick. She was there, and it was very awkward. And then when they got Capaldi in, they kind of expanded her role because they did that one season.
Yeah.
Where, like, this is what you were here for. This is your purpose. Done. And then you're like, "Well, what are you gonna do with her now?" Well, she's a chick who's there. And it was really stupid, and nobody liked it. And then they kind of expanded it, and now they've gotten to the point where it's like, no, she actually has a purpose again. And that's what I really like.
And
This whole Capaldi run was really cool.
She had a stronger characterization as well.
Exactly.
There was those great moments, like the part when she's telling the Cybermen that she's the Doctor, and like all of those
Yeah,
things
no, it was cool. Like
actually made her a good character.
that first part was just like shitty that she was like just a fake character.
They didn't know what to do with her, probably.
They didn't know what to do.
That's my guess. Again, I haven't seen it.
No,
I don't like talking about it.
You've got it. You've got it. They didn't know what to do with her.
Alright, so anyways, I guess what I gathered, we kind of had some technical difficulties, so I don't know where we're coming back here. However, what we did gather, I think, from everything that was said was, at least I really liked this Christmas episode. Kit really didn't. And you guys were kind of like, you liked it, but you didn't like...
Not as bad as
something
the
else.
Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe episode.
Okay, so that's where I wanted to go.
Terrible.
So, also we did find out that Kit wasn't a huge fan of the last season. He didn't really think it was very good. Whereas the rest of us did actually like the last season, the Capaldi season.
Time Heist and...
Time Heist is a really good episode.
Yeah, I like Time Heist. And the other episode, the Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes, I liked that one.
Those are the episodes I really liked from the season.
I liked Flatliners. I thought Listen was the best.
What was Flatliners again?
Flatliners was the
That was
one
on
where...
2D?
Yes.
That was
See?
Yeah, that was just
No,
me.
actually, no. I like that.
I liked Kill the Moon. Kill the Moon was
Oh
awesome.
yeah, sorry. Kill the Moon.
Kill the Moon was
Yeah.
The ending was a little cheesy, but other than that,
Yeah.
it was really good.
The choices they had to make and everything. Yeah, I like that.
So this was kind of cool, Claire.
I didn't mean this to become a whole discussion about season 8 or whatever you want to call it, but I guess it kind of did. Because this was, I guess, technically part of season 8. Netflix will probably consider it season 9, though. Judging by how I've been watching it, yeah, they'll call it season 9, episode 1. But, yeah. Anyways, Kit, anything you wanted to say? Let's get the last things you guys want to say going here. Kit, any last things you wanted to say about this?
Not gonna be last.
Okay, Josh, any last things you wanted to get out there, say about the Christmas special? Maybe?
Star Wars.
It wasn't Star Wars.
Oh, then. No.
It was Inception meets Alien meets The Thing.
No, Peter Capaldi. He made this
I
season.
really like Peter Capaldi.
I really like Peter Capaldi, and I hope he's sticking around for a while. And I'm glad that Clara,
Clara
Is sticking around.
Oswald.
she's sticking around for another season too. She
Yep.
she turned me over. I'm happy. I'm happy those two are. We're gonna have them for another season. I'm happy. The end.
Alright, Brian, last words?
I'm just happy that we get a sweet, sweet episode in the middle of long breaks. Like, they could seriously serve me crap for Christmas, and I'd go, well, at least it's something, and I'd be happy.
And in some ways, they have been for years.
Sometimes.
Oh, sorry.
That's only Matt Smith's.
Okay, well, anyways. Alright. So you're just happy to have a Christmas episode?
Yes.
Overall.
Yeah.
Alright, and I myself, like I said before, I think this is the best Christmas episode I've seen. I think this is one of the stronger episodes I've seen of this show. Granted, that isn't all of them. I've seen most of Tennant, all of Eccleston, and hardly any of Smith. And all of Capaldi, obviously. But from what I've seen, I think this is a very strong episode. I really liked it, and I thought it was the best Christmas episode so far that I've seen. So, Kit, final thoughts now.
Okay, you're wrong.
Cat.
Yeah, basically he's going to tell me I'm wrong, but...
No, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong.
Okay, well, what...
Just
Say
everything
what
like
you
that,
want to
just-
say.
I don't know what I'm gonna say, but in general, I just was hoping this Christmas episode was gonna be more. I was hoping it was gonna be like Scrooge the first few minutes, where fucking Lee Majors fucking in Santa
The
Claus.
night the reindeer died.
Yes, that's what I was
That's
hoping
what you
for.
thought we were going to...
Bam! Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. It's like, oh well, that's like they're all
Do you know
Inception.
what show you're
This is
watching?
all Inception.
Do
And
you
that's
know
it.
what show?
I know what show I'm watching. I've watched the past how many seasons? I was just hoping it was all in everyone's mind. I was hoping for more than this.
Keep the change your fifth.
And not only were they not at the North Pole, it was just, well, actually, they weren't at the North Pole.
I thought all that was clever. I
You
thought
know,
the
say
thing
the
What
with
do you about the North Pole?
the four
The
manuals
Pole is-
thing.
That was the draw to me. It was like, they were at the North Pole, there's Santa Claus, Nick Frost, who's badass. I was hoping for more, and they just didn't give it to me. I actually kept on talking this episode up to at least one person I knew, and I feel bad for that now. After seeing it. At least one person. It just,
I'm sorry.
this episode didn't do it for me. It's not the weakest
I
Christmas
just know
episode.
how that sounded because I heard it.
There'll still be the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe episode. Will still be the worst episode of Christmas episodes.
Okay, really quick then. Since I said this is probably my favorite Christmas episode, what is your guys' favorite Christmas episode?
Oh, Doctor Who?
Yeah,
The Christmas Carol
Yes.
one.
Christmas
yeah.
Carol. I've heard that's a strong episode.
Yeah.
Her?
Yeah. What's yours?
Well, yeah.
You say her.
That's what I'm
What's yours?
asking.
I
What's
might
yours?
honestly go with the Titanic episode.
Titanic episode.
I don't know what it is, but I like
Pretty
it.
good episode, yeah. Josh, any thoughts? Maybe Josh just doesn't like the Christmas episodes.
No, I like them. It's just.
Strongest. What's the strongest one?
I know, it's hard on the spot to think of them.
Is it the one where they had to save Donna Noble and there's the fucking like
No.
Is it the one
Santa
where,
Claus is shooting at them?
is it the one where David
Is it the
Tennant's
one with the
asleep whole time?
tracksuit? Yeah, the tracksuit.
It's never that one. Yeah, no, I don't.
They're all
Yeah.
strong.
You said the snowman one was pretty good. Is that your favorite one?
No, it's not.
Okay, I was just asking, trying to help you.
Man, I guess. There's not really a good one.
Okay, alright, so none that you really liked all that much.
Yeah, I mean, there's episodes that are good, but there's nothing that I was like, oh.
Nothing that stood out.
Iconic. There's no iconic Christmas episode. Other than, oh man, damn it, I really do think it's got to be the Don Noble
The Runaway Bride one?
Runaway Bride.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the most
I've
important.
seen it.
It's the most important.
Because that's
It's
one
not
of the
really. It's not even that good though. It's just.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that great. It was what I made.
Or are you saying it's the most important because of the turn left episode?
No,
I haven't
to
got
the
to.
entire series.
Tread
well,
carefully.
I guess that part.
Tread carefully.
But I
Please.
feel like it's in the of all the Doctor Who episodes, that's the most important.
Okay.
Doctor Who Christmas episode.
Yeah, of the Christmas episode.
That's the most
Okay.
important.
Okay.
Eh,
And I guess
I don't care.
that's why it gets points. It gets points because it's
Important.
It's important.
it's an actual episode,
Okay.
not just.
Because
a
unlike me, the
standalone.
Christmas episodes actually ties into the main story more.
I thought this one did
Right.
as
I'm
well.
like a kid.
Ties into the
Yeah, it
main
does.
Did
story.
you actually
No, because
think
this
you
was
were
the
important
Clara was
for
going to
the
jump
episodes?
off. Clara was going to stay.
Yeah, I thought this one was a good part of going with season 8 is in that same kind of in that same way because it had Clara leaving, but then having coming back in the situation. It had the reminders of Danny Pink, the fact that he was dead and all that kind of stuff, and he even got to be in it for a little bit. So it went in with the
episode
season.
in a whole.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So I guess that's. I don't know how this is going to be edited.
I wish this brought that.
I hope I did a good job. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope
And I
that.
hope that everybody had their own ways.
Of drunken hams.
Anyways, be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check out the rest of our videos. We have other Doctor Who videos as well. And also, comment below. What did you think of this Christmas special? Was this your favorite one? Was there a different one that you want to mention? Go ahead and
We're
do
gonna
that.
hold on for one more day.
You probably didn't get this far to hear this
Someday
public service
somebody
announcement,
gets to
but
say goodbye.
go ahead and comment below and tell us what you thought. And, yeah.
What's your favorite cheap beer to drink?
That too.
Did you change? Did you go away? Did you go down?
For one more day. And be sure to find your own ways of resisting boredom.